Kidzone, we miss you.
Good morning, Kidzone kiddos.
Hi kids, nice to see you. Hope you have a nice Sunday and a nice weekend. I hope you're enjoying all this snow.
Hi Kidzone, it's Sandra here. So missing seeing all of you guys.
Hi Kidzone kids, it's Ali and Martin here. We just wanted to say hi and that we really miss seeing you in person.
Yeah, we're really looking forward when we can all get together again and have fun playing games and learning more about Jesus together.
So this week's package will be sent soon, and it's about the 5 loaves and 2 fishes. So have fun coloring it, cutting it out, and maybe you can get Mom or Dad to post it online so we can all see.
Martin, why didn't they play cards on the ark?
I don't know, why didn't they play cards on Noah's Ark?
Because Noah was standing on the deck.
Oh. Hey, we hope you're enjoying Pastor Jason's stories each week, having fun with the crafts that are coming your way, and the snacks, of course. Bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
Can't wait to see you all in person. Bye. God bless.
Wasn't that so nice getting to see everybody? I'm happy to see everyone's faces too. So we really miss you guys, and we really wanted to send a nice, just like hello message to say that we love you and we miss you and we can't wait to be all together again. But now we're going to listen to a story from Pastor Jason, a Jesus story. And this story is going to be the story of the 5,000. So remember, at the end of the video, we all come together and there's going to be some questions to review. You can do this with your siblings or you can do this with your parents. But I think it's a really great way to kind of like really get the message in and hone into what the meaning that Jesus wanted us to take away from these stories. So without further ado, Pastor Jason, the story of the 5,000.
Hi friends, Pastor Jason here, and I'd like to share another Jesus story with you. This is called Jesus Feeds the 5,000. Okay, this was at a point in Jesus' life. Its story begins when Jesus is becoming pretty well known, and a lot of people are following him around in order to hear from him, in order to learn from him. Well, Jesus looked at his disciples. He could see they were pretty tired. He could see they needed a break. So he said, okay, guys, you know what? We're going to go to have a little getaway. We're going to go to a place where there isn't any people so that we can just rest and relax. So he says, you know what? There's a little boat over there. We're going to get in and we're going to go find a place to go. Now, after last week, you might be thinking his disciples were kind of nervous. Where's this going to go? Well, it's not that story, so don't worry. It was an uneventful boat ride. They made it to the other side. But what did happen, not to them, but what happened to all those people that were following Jesus, is they saw where they were going. They saw them get in the boat, and they knew where they were going to end up. So the huge crowd of people, thousands of people, they walked around the lake, and they ran ahead. They went as fast as they could in order to beat Jesus to the shore, in order to be there when Jesus got there. Well, when Jesus and his disciples pulled up, they're rowing the boat, and they finally get to the other shore, and they get there, and they look, and they see all these people there. Well, his disciples were probably a little bit disappointed. They were probably thinking, okay, here we go again. But Jesus, it says, he looked, and he was filled with compassion. He was filled with love. He looked at them and he said, you know what, these people, they're like sheep without a shepherd. So he said, okay, guys, let's pull up our sleeves. Time to get to work again. So they came up on shore, and he started talking to the crowd, and he started teaching them some more things, teaching them about God, teaching them about the kingdom of heaven, all these incredible things. And the people were absolutely loving it, so much so that suddenly morning turned to evening, just like that. And the disciples realized, I'm thinking the disciples were probably like me. You know, their stomach probably started telling them what time it was. I'm the type of person that when I start getting hungry, that's all I can think about, you know. And so probably some of his disciples were starting to, their stomach was grumbling. They're like, wait a minute, it's getting close to dinner time here. And also they knew that we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere here. So one of them finally comes up to Jesus and says, you know what, Jesus, maybe we should let them go. You know, it's getting pretty late. I know you're enjoying teaching them and all that, but me and the guys were thinking, we're kind of getting hungry, kind of getting tired too. Remember how this was going to be like a little retreat? So how about we tell them all to just get on your way, guys. Get on your way. You know what I mean? And so they asked for Jesus to do that. And he said, well, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Guys and girls, because there was more than just guys. Wait a minute. How about we feed them? The disciples look, wait, we feed them? Yeah, Jesus said. How about we feed them? We don't have enough money for that, Jesus. I mean, that would cost like thousands of dollars. And none of it. We're just fishermen here. And by the way, we've just been following you. We haven't made much money here. So how on earth are we going to feed all these people? It's okay. It's okay, guys. Go out and find out how much food we've got. They thought, oh, okay. Maybe he's thinking that these people have some food. Maybe we can pool it all together in order to feed them. Well, they're walking around, and, Peter's out there, and John's out there, and, they're getting a little, really just tiny bit of food. Each of them. Some of them coming up, nobody. Each person saying, I don't have any food, I'm sorry. So they come back to Jesus. And you know what they had? Just like 5 loaves of bread and a couple little fish. So thinking, okay, so now he's probably really going to send them out. But here's what Jesus does. And they're looking at him, wondering. What he does is he takes the bread and takes the fish, and it says he blesses it. He prays over it, much like you might do with your parents when you say grace. He thanks God for it and blesses it. And he says, group the people up. He says, have them sit down in groups and take this and feed them. Well, his disciples are a little nervous. You can imagine what that would feel like. You're kind of nervous you're going to be embarrassed. Well, okay, I guess I'll bring this, but we're going to have to put this into pretty small crumbs and pretty small pieces. Jesus said, no, don't worry. Just go and give the people food. So they start taking the food to the different people. And what they find is, as they give out the food, wait, there's more there. There's still more in the basket. And as they go, there's still more in the basket. There's still more fish. There's still more bread. Finally, they come to the last person, and they realized that they had enough food. Somehow, Jesus had multiplied the bread and the fish, has made so much available that everyone was fed. Even 5,000 people were fed. And I'll tell you, when they came back to Jesus, they were just amazed. And Jesus, I'm sure, just smiled at them and thought to himself, okay, maybe they're starting to get it. And I'll tell you, that was a day that the disciples would never forget. All right, thanks so much for listening to another Jesus story. God bless, friends. Bye.
Okay, Kidzone, question number 1. Draw a picture of what Jesus and the disciples would have seen from the boat when arriving on shore. So that is question number 1. And question number 2 is, what are some things the disciples have learned about Jesus in the last 3 Jesus stories? And question number 3, what have you learned about Jesus that you didn't know before these Jesus stories? Okay, Kidzone, have a great Sunday, and we look forward to seeing you next week.